Good morning. Very good day, good morning to all of you, dear friends. Suraj Singh again to you, just to discuss with you something about general issues, about various issues related to ourselves and to others, our country and to others. This may be our country, Bharat, India, Bharat, J&K, and other issues such as the Lebanon problem, issues related to Israel, still related to some other countries in brief. But first is our major issue, which we know all about, burning exclusive issue of state of J&K, Jammu and Kashmir, where it is 76 days that it has been under imposition of controls by government, controls in sense of army controls, continues post 5th of August 2019 when there was a legal action on its law, that was abrogation of Article 370 of Constitution of India, which was meant for state of J&K, and its relevant laws, which we'll discuss. And we already discussed many times, but when something comes back to consideration, we have to take that reference into our talks. Only then it can be understood. Well, it's nothing new. We all know what's happening, or something is happening in a different way which was never expected. We have government that unfortunately could not take complete grip of statutory provisions relevant to the state of J&K since 1947. This government currently in our office did not analyze properly what was supposed to be done. And on top of that, okay, you could not analyze something, you could not understand thoroughly. You just took actions without knowing complete details. Yet you fail to understand psychology of those people who are aggrieved and involved in this struggle. You as a government, you are the public of nation, our public and government both ignored that they are human beings. You thought something else, and what's happening is entirely different, which is evident by government actions. It's not imagination, it's not hypothecation, it's the fact that government could not anticipate what would happen, and what could happen in both ways. They failed virtually, and this is unfortunate that government of such a wide nation, such a great nation, fails in its objectives, and that on its own people, not on enemy people. Our government has failed drastically in understanding what people of state G&K are and what they think. Yes, you of course you had taken action on laws which were applied to that state, and you just prohibited those laws to be applied any further. Yes, you had your right on your part, but you did not have any right on others' part, but you just pulled their right into your controls and worked out what was required to be done according to your mind. But what is happening is not in line to your action thoughts. What you contemplated is going against that and not in a line of thought. Why it is going upon? There are answers to that. There are people who just do something without understanding what they are going to do and what shall be aftermath results of your action. That part is your part, and there are those people who first understand problem, go into that thoroughly studying, and then chart out a plan of action on that problem, how to set that error free or that problem erupting in to solve that. Those people are called different one by name, different name, and that is called intellectual people. We are now finding a very different situation which was never contemplated, never expected of those people. We forgot that those people had been struggling for many decades for their dreams, and those dreams we know all. And those people had become accustomed, had used to that type of suffering, which suffering now they are getting in. There was a big news yesterday, newspaper itself published by government of that state, by governor. Just complete whole page was there that do not close your shops, open your shops. Governor, who once under power of central government imposed a curfew on everywhere. They had to close their shops, their businesses, their roads, everything. After having a collapse of 76 days, 75 days, same governor is talking a different language, which language is ridiculous. And that language says, do not close your shops. What does it mean? A government has to say that, and that publicly through newspaper. Do not close your shops. Open your shops. For whose benefit you are closing? Is it not a ridiculous question? Once you force them, close them, and you are asking indirectly why you close them, open them. What is this meaning? Do you know that? This means these people are not listening to your orders. They are not honoring you because they don't consider you your boss, their boss. They don't consider you government. They don't consider you as their state, their nation. Their imagination, their power of thoughts are away from your thought. There is no same page for both of you. You are a governor there, you are a government there. For name's sake only, those people are not listening to you. You tried indirectly to buy their apples, to buy their fruits, but you forgot that those people not were not in line to your actions. Those people opposed your actions. Those people opposed all plans you imposed on them. You did not consider that, and certain people have lost their lives because of that. Truck drivers were killed. Yes, you may call it terrorism, you call it something else. Here, the question of terrorism does not have any room in J&K because those all people are against you. You have done something to them which they are not accepting, and this is very big question mark. This is happening first time in that state. Those people who are used to throw stones and used to revolt, those people are not revolting at all. There's not a single degree, a slowest degree, higher, acutest degree that can be called a revolution. They are acting as dead bodies. They are not listening to you. You know reason of that. Reason is your foolishness. You people thought you are very intelligent. You people thought you can take any action against them and you can force them to live. But they are not accepting they're resisting that. Every day, resistance is enhancing to certain degrees. You cannot understand that. You understand now when it has come on your eyes. You could not understand before. You thought they will come, they will revolt, they will come off on roads and they will cry and shout and throw stones and we'll shot them back. But that has not happened despite army is there, everything is there. Those people are clear condemnation. Do whatever you can do. We do not recognize you. This is clear meaning of their silent protest, which your psychology did not allow you to understand. You are a rash government, just like a rash driver who cannot see what's happening or not, just drives for sake of driving and overtaking. But you are same. You had no scientific analysis. You had no contemplation how to handle situations. You did not consider any kind of risk in this case, and result is that you are unable to reach any sound solution in case of J&K. You are trapped. Just in less than 3 months, you are trapped. You see Palestine. Take example of Palestine, Israel. For decades they have been struggling. This just in 3 months, less than 3 months, you are virtually defeated. These innocent people, these civilians, small people, not very highly old people, adolescents and youths living there, all their youth are outside of that state, and you could not understand their psychology. This is a problem. This is very big problem in this country now. Biggest problem is J&K, which you could not arrive at any solution because you have no intelligence. You are just like a person who uses this big stick that's called lat in Hindi, and you are like lat attacker. You just acted upon something which was not understood by you. You just acted on that and spoiled whole show. You are a gust. You are a dust. I cannot say anything else other than this because it's question this country, and you think you will keep them under force forever. If that is your thought, you are not at all educated class. You have no experience, you have no solution, you do not understand problem. When psychology comes into play, when depression comes into play, when complete losses come into play, nobody cares for life, nobody cares for death. When persons are mentally dead, when persons are psychologically dead, when one sees no future, then all threats, all scaring, all degree of internal, you can say concerns, leave mind, and mind becomes free, doesn't think for anything other than resort to action, silent action, the other actions, do whatever you want, simple. We do not recognize, we do not honor what it says, and get lost from here. That is meaning of that. Enough is enough, they say, and thank you very much that you helped us so far, and bye bye now. When somebody says thank you, people don't understand meaning of that. And one more meaning of thank you is get lost. This is polite meaning, diplomatic meaning of that. If I say thank you to someone, and that person does not understand, there is clear meaning get lost. But they think is saying thank you as many meaning same thing. They are now virtually telling government thank you. This means you have done a lot to us. You have helped a lot to us. We have stayed there for 70 years with you under your controls, and we have enjoyed that control with you. We have lost 100,000 civilians in this war, and you might have lost many military people in this war. Thank you for all that, and leave us and get lost. This is that meaning. If you can understand, you can understand. If you cannot understand, nobody can teach you because you are government. You have no solution. You have damaged something. You have lost. You have made losses to this country. You cannot control those peoples are not at all revolting. These people are not crying. They are not coming out of homes and fighting with army. They are doing nothing as such which can arouse other people in this country. So they people ignore government, they people ignore rest of people in this country, and they people do not have any plan to live, and then you are having a plan yourself to lose something which you cannot understand. They are not listening to you because they defied your orders. They just open their shops on their own for 2 hours and close them. They don't care for business. They don't care for tourists now. They don't care for anything. They stop trucks which were transporting because of your own management, not because of Kashmiri people management. You just manage your way and you are losing that. They are able to destroy their fruits, their crops. They don't care for anything because they think life is already over. So, what shall you do? My question to you is, as citizen of this country, and every citizen of this country must be concerned with these issues. Simply ignoring, keeping silent, keeping your mouths closed, keeping your tongue inside, and don't worry about that is also another danger to this country. If people think ignore them, ignore Kashmiris, let them die, then people are not civilized and cultured, I could say. We are not a civilized society. We are not having culture. This means we consider them not a part of this country because we are not talking of them. We are not raising voice against government so that those people must be helped. This means we are not considering them as our part. We are considering government more important than those people. When such stupid, idiotic criteria comes into mind, this means we are also a part of crime. All people of this country, other than J&K, are indirectly involved as accused criminals in this case. We are supporting a government which has no basis, a government which does not think, a government which got no competency at all. We are supporting that government which is only interested in befooling public of this country. After all, Kashmir is our part. It was our part. But we condoned it. We condemn laws. If you consider legally, you'll find we cause mistakes in this, and we think something has been done which could not be done for 72 years. That is our stupid thinking. We did not analyze, and we just think for sake of thinking. We speak for sake of speaking. We have done this in great achievement. 95% to 98% people do not know what has happened. They are just feeling pleased. They are just feeling happy that they got victorious on something which could not be won in last 70 years. That is what called a foolish society, a society which is like to follow animals, behave chal, and we are that society. Despite we are having more than 60% people well educated and more than 25% people well educated, highly professionals, we are just maintaining a silence, and we don't know why this silence is maintained, because we are a class that you say that is fiercely fears to speak. We are scared to speak against someone, and particularly we cannot speak against government, and society which stops speaking against government is not a society at all, is not a sound society. If there's no opposition, if there's no people who can think against government, that country can never move. This is basic principle of democracy, that opposition is a must, because those who are interested, those who are in government, they do not use their mind, because that power they are having does not allow mind to work in cold status, in cold temperature. They are really get excited because some power is there with them, and that power is the basis of their pride, and they always think we are king of this and we can do whatever we want. But they forget that when day is there, night is also there. When heat is there, cold is also there. When plus is there, minus is also there. It is very difficult to keep everything into consideration when you are in government, because government itself makes one bad. Opposition and government are two sides of same coin. If there is no opposition, means there is no government. Government includes opposition, and opposition includes government. This is basic principle. Though is appreciation includes criticism, and criticism is certainly appreciation, because criticism means there is work. Criticism means something has been done. If there nothing has been done, there can be no criticism. Believe it. Therefore, criticism is also most welcome. Appreciation is welcome. Admiration is welcome, indeed. But criticism should be welcome on high profile, because criticism based on some study, someone has studied that. That's why one criticizes. And that person who appreciates even doesn't know what has been done, just appreciate for sake of appreciation, so that my name should come into register of appreciation, that I was involved. I just congratulated you. You should not say in future you do not congratulate me. But person who criticizes is more intelligent than a person who admires. Admiration is no problem. If not today, tomorrow you can do. But criticism means you have to make correction. You have to check what error you have caused. If you understand that principle, if you understand that formula, then you shall be, you can say, a good person, a person who can get opportunity utilization. You are given opportunity in name of criticism, but you are taking it in different way. So that is your problem. Means you are not having any mind, you are not having any brain to understand that. Criticism is very important. Why to run away from that? Means somebody is concerned, that's why one criticizes. Not criticizes because for sake of criticism only. One who thinks he can criticize, and one doesn't think cannot criticize. Criticism means you have to study first. You have to understand every sentence, every paragraph. Only then you have to interlink with something else, and that is where criticism arrives in. And you may say it is very constructive criticism. Every criticism is constructive. No criticism can be destructive. Criticism cannot go to destruction. It always leads to positive activity, positive result. Those who can understand this, they are intelligent people. And who don't understand this, if there's no criticism, there can be no scientific development. If there's no criticism, there cannot be any formula generation. Criticism is required in development of life, in development of world. If there is no criticism, believe me, there can be nothing. Therefore, a person who is opposed, I'm, for example, opponent of a government, say, I am serving government in that case. I am serving my nation. And if I'm not speaking opposite, this I am enemy of my country, I'm just accepting everything what person in government does. Person in government is also a person. We should not forget that. There's no difference. That person is also human. That person is not God. That person can make same mistakes which I can make. That person no more than what I am. Only difference is that person has got some power. That's all, and he has to use that power. Use of power itself is a problem. Power itself is a potential kinetism, dynamism. It's like wealth. Once you have too much wealth, you cannot even know what wealth is. You cannot value wealth, and you think can buy everything, and that makes a foolish. That's a foolishness of a person. Ultimately, there's external value. It's nothing in you. Wealth is there. Yes, it is your wealth, but you are only owner of that. You cannot take it forever with you. Same thing is power. Power is power. It is to be used properly. And if you abuse it with generally done, people abuse power. And that abuse means you are going towards destruction, self destruction, and then destruction of others. It happened, you can see history, power, what happened in Ramayana, what happened in Mahabharata, what happened with Hitler, what happened with other countries, and still it's happening. You go and see in many parts of the world, power is going to destruction only. You can see power of Saudi Arabia, power of Yemen, power of Houthis, power in Palestine, power of Israel, power of USA. USA thinks I am everything. People have pushed them, oh, you are super, you are super, you are super, and that power has made him stupid. If you compare power of US and power of Iran, Iran is very small country. It's nothing if you compare to US, and it's nothing if you compare to other countries, small countries. But Iran is, of course, very small and not that powerful, but by willpower, by power of psychology, it's so strong that it has threatened US many times. We will not accept you. You do whatever you want. Of course, US did something wrong because of power. There was some agreement with US, and then the same five such countries are there. The Iran regarding to no proliferation of nuclear power because it was done by Obama. This didn't like Obama. He pulled out of that. Question is, once you end, you are a party to that contract, and you cannot unilaterally come out of that. This is international agreement. It was registered in the international body. On what basis you can withdraw? And okay, you are withdrawing, then keep silent. You are not keeping silent. You are thinking still you are head of that. You are head of world. You think that. You are challenging that country. First of all, you violated that law. You violated that treaty of maintenance, treaties of non-proliferation of nuclear activities. And now you are threatening same country which you violated law with. You violated that treaty. You disturbed that agreement. This agreement has become unstable. And you are again warning that country, I put sanctions on you. Why you are doing this? You are not matured country then. You cannot understand that you may be US of course, but you are doing something wrong. What was problem is that agreement was okay because it was done by past body, past president. You don't like that. It's not that you are doing so many things. This is what effect of power is. You destabilize that agreement. European Union, many countries are suffering. China is suffering. because of your incorrect withdrawal. And you are again going to that country says reinstate that or get lost. Iran is not a very strong country, but now it is proven that it can speak. It spoke of UN, it spoke somewhere else, and not withdrawing. No, I am standing on my stand because I am right or wrong. That's right, also they're justified. I'm not supporting Iran. But question is, justification is fine. It was an agreement. You involved in that and you came out of that. So fine, let go at last. Why are you coming to me again? And if you want to come back, lift these sanctions. But this is a concern. If you're white, if you're Gorak, you could do anything. Yes, you can support you, let's support, no problem. I'll take my rights, do whatever I want to do. If that country speaks like that, I think that country is much better in principle than ours. They know what their rights. Scientifically, they are moving. It's okay. We don't fight. Means what I'm saying is power. Israel and Palestine, you can say how they're fighting. Israel is violating every human right, and they are violating such extent which is not acceptable. But nobody is speaking anything. No one is concerned. Same thing happening in Syria. What happened? Erdogan, president of Turkey, he is threatening Hollywood, do whatever you want. Of course, there is some 5 day ceasefire that is different. What I am saying is, power is making person who is having power thoughtless, thinkingless, contemplative. There is no basic left in a person once you have power. Use of power is very significant, and abuse of power is also very significant. One takes to destruction and one takes to stability of construction. This we have to understand. This is very big issue everywhere nowadays. You can see Venezuela, you can see Yemen, you can see Syria, you can see Palestine, you can see Kashmir, you can see Iran, you can go to many countries in Europe. It is happening everywhere. Power game. Mind stops working when power game is on. That's a big problem. World is not acting as integrated world, it's acting as kids worlds, just like kids fight in classes. It's happening that way. So what's the use of power if you cannot understand, you cannot know what power is? Just people give you power and you think absolute property, you got it. It's not absolute property, it's property to be it should be used for welfare of people, it should be used for welfare of country, but we do not understand that. Power is for instant time, it's for a set period, it's not forever. But you think you are forever. This means you are thinking you can do whatever you want. Same power you applied on our area in this country, and you destroyed that. You destroyed completely. Mentally, physically, commercially, intellectually. You brought a destruction to certain part of this country because you thought you can do whatever, you got public support. Public support you think you have, but public doesn't know what you've done. Problem is that public, and of course, you don't know what you've done. There's another thing. First time I'm telling, it's the first government which in itself doesn't know what it has done. They just have done it. That's it. When head of country doesn't use mind, just emotions to arouse sentiment of country, society, that country cannot move smoothly. This is my understanding. You are not above country. You are not above future. Nothing is in your control. There should be control. There is control to some extent. On some activities, everything cannot be controlled because sometimes activities are more powerful than controls itself. So what we have caused a damage to our status. We may say all word with us. Yes, we can say all word with us. Easy to say. There's no problem. You can use your tongue your way. There's no lock in that. There's no lock up in that. There's no police sitting on your tongue. You can speak anything. What difference? You are prime minister, you are home minister, you are whatever you are. You can speak anything. It doesn't cost. And public takes it easily. Means no problem. They are doing for nation. Just simple answer of some people I have seen. They are doing for nation, but they don't know what they are doing for nation. Only difference is that you just assume Yes, what this man does is okay, fine, we have not to question, no question. Fine, no question. But once a time comes when you feel yourself guilty, I don't question that. Why don't question that? Same thing shall happen with you after some time. When this problem comes down, I am really surprised. I am really surprised, believe me, in 2019 that a collective society, a society who got no leader at all to lead them, a society which has got lost their rights, their power of speech, their power of expression, their power of living to their own way, and that society is not small one. It's around 1 crore people, and that society decides itself some point of action, some you can say a line of action that we will adopt this. When there was no communication, no telephone, no television connection, nothing, and they decided that in that type of ridden facilities, they reached to some action that we will not take any action, will not take any fighting, will not go for revolt, will not demonstrate, will do nothing that supports the government. Will keep silent. You can say, we can say it is tacit approval or tacit disapproval. It is tacit, not defined. There's no structure in their answer. It's structure less answer. And that is really very damaging because something exists imaginary. Something exists in same capacity as horizon and mirage, which are not real, which are just cheating in eyes. That that action, or you can say inaction, that agreement or disagreement, which are working heavily, and state is helpless, government is helpless. Government never dreamed of this, public never dreamed of this, and I think those people also did not dream of this. But this is ongoing. It's called civil disobedience, which was used by Gandhi once long back and used again now, civil disobedience. Otherwise, by now there would have been many casualties, many bloodbaths, many things, but it is not moving at all. It has come to a standstill location. Then what to do? If suppose it happens with me, with you, what solution we can take if people decide themselves that we will not listen to someone, we defy everything and we live our way. We are practical self-government, we are doing our way. We do not consider military, we do not consider police, just like it was said in Ramlila ground 1976 by Jayaprakash Narayan when emergency was declared. Before one day, what he said, I was there in that rally, and he said to police, he said to military, he said to government servants, he said to everybody, do not comply with government instructions. This is what he said, Jayaprakash Narayan. And that night, Indira Gandhi got this news and she was angry with that and she imposed emergency and arrested those leaders. This is what happened. People may not be knowing this, but I was standing there and down the ground and rally was ongoing. Appeal, clear, explicit appeal was made by him regarding defying government orders. Here also, same status is coming, same thing is coming. People are themselves leaders. They are self-leaders. They don't need any leader now. They have done this themselves. We have decided innocently that we are virtually free. We have no binding by any government, any state rule, and we are our own. Go to Hell 370, go to Hell Constitution, go to Hell everything, and we don't care for what abrogation of Article 370 has been done, GNK Constitution has been removed, or whatever has been done, we least bother about that. If this type of you can say expression of mind, this type of you can say um, abeyance of rule, and this kind of condemnation of law, of power, of executive, of legislature appear in public in silence. It impacts upon whole more than atom bomb. Really, yeah, they are ready to die. They are ready to lose their business. They are not interested in anything, and they are telling indirectly all non-Kashmiris, please go from here. Maybe these news are not coming in televisions, these are not coming on newspapers, but this is happening. Means they say we do not need you, we do not need your government, we do not need your law, we are law unto ourselves. So what shall you do? If people don't listen to you in collectively, this means you are lost. British were lost because of this. And Gandhi said, we shall not listen to you, we shall defy your orders, but we will not defy any statement, we'll just sit in directions and defy that. So we'll sit and pray whole day, no strike, no defiance, nothing, just sit down in bhajan, kirtan, namas, whatever you do collectively. And when you are praying, nobody can disturb you. This is natural law, natural need. Nobody can disturb you and praying, even if that person is your enemy. Gandhi got successful on that psychological treatment. How he came to know, I don't know. Start sitting whole day. We are not striking, we are not stopping work, we are doing prayer. So this is what I think they learned this from that type of powerful revolution, and this is going to impact our health of nation. Modi is not a very intellectual person. He cannot think, and Amit Shah is about that. He thinks nothing at all. He can issue, you can say, baseless statements like Muslims cannot stay in this country, others can stay. It is baseless, anti-constitutional statement, and that person is in power. He does not think anything else. Whatever he speaks is law. Whatever Modi thinks is law. Modi supports someone for Bharat Ratan. Strange. What else to say about that? Well, it's not time to criticize about that, but I'm just referring to when person in power thinks that whatever it does is fine, this means public has to think on that. If public doesn't think on that, this means public also integrates with that statement, then who will think? I cannot say. Idea is government should have done something else, and if they have not done something else, they did an error, they caused an error, and it's duty of government to correct that error. Yes, in your boiling of mind, in the boiling conscious, in high blood pressure, you shout, you cry, and when you make certain mistakes like what has been done, then better is at an earliest you correct that mistake so that it doesn't prolong much. But if you do not do that, it will multiply and multiply, and one day you will have pool of mistakes. Just like to conceal one fake statement, you have to issue many other fake statements. That situation should be avoided. Intelligent government should have done that, but I don't think that government is interested in doing something for people. They are only interested, they find before every election something, some plank to fight election, and I think that this is one part of this is one such plank. Maybe I'm wrong, but situation is directing towards that this was caused just to so the people talk about this and not about other points like economical problem, employment problem, or industrial problem, or some other problems which are faced by us. This could be a design to that, and if it's a design to that, it's very dangerous because it's not 1 or 2 day problem. It was not a 5 days problem. It's a long problem because you fingered the constitution. fingering the constitution, remove Indira Gandhi. You are nothing if you compare to that in that time. You place yourself in those days and compare. Don't place now. Or if you want to place now and compare, place her in now. If Indira Gandhi failed, who are you? You are not even sure of Indira Gandhi. Indra, whom people you can say swayed with. All people were swayed. What she said was considered everything, though she might be wrong, but people considered whatever she same thing. Some people, not all. Some people now consider what he does is fine. Means he has raised your emotions to bring to top of your skill. And when you're emotional, sentimentalized, you're gone. There's always enmity between mind and heart. But mind is more important than the heart. Because heart stays in body down while mind stays where it is connected to God. So mind is more significant than soul, God, than heart. But we cannot use mind. Had we used mind, our country would have been different, very different. I think not more than 2-3% people use mind. They use only heart. And that's the result we are finding problems everywhere. We keep ourselves busy in religious matters more than required. We keep busy in social matters more than required. We keep busy in some matters which just please us. And that's all. How many percent of our time we use in thinking? You can ask young, you can ask old. Everyone will say, I don't know. All time is thinking. You think so? How much scientific development we have, how much engineering development we have, where we are developing. We are developing where? Only in bad quality we are developing. In every negative sphere we are developing ourselves. We are not developing in any positive spheres. Because positive means you have to work hard, you have to think a lot, you have to apply solutions, you have to apply formula, but we are not doing that. Let it go, let it go, let it go. This let it go is happening everywhere. Who thinks? Only thinks. Why? Well, no problem at all. We'll see. Time will teach us. We are not dedicated and devoted people. That is the reason that we are falling everywhere. We can compare to no one now in world. If we can compare on to some say this Pakistan. Don't compare to Pakistan. Compare to China. Compare to France. Compare to US. Where do we stand? Even compare to Gulf countries, forget all others. Gulf countries, which are very small countries, but they are making themselves move fast. They know that future doesn't lie in oil now. They have come to know. So they are diverting their progress. They are diverting their fields of attention like tourism, like cultural, like something else. So they know what may happen. But we will never know. We'll see. No problem, we'll see. We can manage. Yes, we can manage everything. And we have managed so far. We have done everything. We can understand. Because when it comes, we will do no problem. So light society. A society which cannot think even for 25 years ahead. Look ahead. We make programs in our in this, for example, bar charts we make or part we make or whatever we make. We look ahead for some time, say look ahead for 6 months or look ahead for 1 year or look ahead for 5 years. For nation we have to look ahead for 25 years or 50 years. South is looking up to 2030. Same thing Qatar is doing, same thing UAE is doing. They have understood, so they are looking 10 years, 15 years ahead. China is looking 50 years ahead. And USA is looking everything ahead. Only we are not looking ahead. We are just speaking irrelevant. No money in pocket. We are going to buy whole world. This is our problem. No money, no jobs, no future. Money is looted. No stoppers in loot. No controls anything. And we are doing everything. Will be Vishwaguru, world teacher, and we have no teachers in universities, we have no teachers in schools, we have no teachers in colleges, and teachers, whoever are there, they are not really well educated teachers. You can talk to teachers in general, you will not find any answer. If you ask students, they will tell you by cramming, by they don't, if you ask instant questions or random questions, you will not get answer. I've done it, I've seen it. For example, table, they will tell you all table from 1 to 10, but if you ask in which, no, I cannot tell this, I don't. So what's use of this type of seriousness? I'm saying is we should be a serious people, serious society, but unfortunately we are only living society or surviving society, and surviving society cannot move forward. Your survival is more important than thrival, than progression. We are not doing that. Government means a controller. Government means a foreseer. Government means future teller. Are we having that government? I'm not talking particularly this government. I'm talking for all governments. In past, whoever were there, were they having this type of competency, this type of consistency? Did someone study future? No government did this because they were politicians. They were not governments. And politicians' definition has been changed. Politician should be polite for people, should be thinker for people, and should not be thinking for money, should not be thinking for its own future. But here, politics has changed its meaning. Politics means a dirty word. Politics means a criminal word. So people are withdrawing. People not even entering this you can say service. This real service sector. It has been made an occupation. It has been made a profession. A leader, MLA doesn't want to come out of seat. He wants to remain LMA. Similarly, MP doesn't come out of his seat. Wants to remain MP because it is his career. When politics becomes a career, you can say it is a curse of nation. It's a curse of nation, you can say. Our politicians have made their career. All parties, I'm not talking some particular party, and they think that this is their right. They have to stay there, otherwise they cannot survive. If somebody spends 50 crores in one election, what do you think? That is a politician or that's a robber? Shall he work for us? Impossible. Beyond imaginations. I cannot imagine a person who wants to live royal, aristocrat, he cannot work for you. He cannot work. Believe me, I hate such people. I hate such elections which are being conducted. I don't know who is my candidate, and if I know candidate, I don't know what that candidate is, what his profile is, what he does, what background he has. Why should I elect them? What's the purpose of my vote? Again, this comes again to my mind and to my tongue. What reason I should vote for? Is that the only democracy I'm living in? My democracy is limited to only vote. My question to everybody is, of course, Constitution grants me this power, but this power should be used properly. Maybe there are 20 candidates in a constituency. I should know about everyone. Why should I know only famous candidates? Why? BJP is famous, Congress is famous, and BSP or what they're famous. Why should I confine my mind, my vote only to these criminals, whom I call criminals in openly? Because they are criminals. Honest men are not coming into those parties. All parties are same. Everybody has some political background or money background, something. So a person who does not mean a person to whom I don't know, then what is meaning of voting to that person? I don't see that person. He doesn't see me, and I go for vote. I vote him. Why I vote him if I don't know him? I don't know ABCD about that person. That person never writes a paper to me or to what is a CV type paper. This is my profile. This is what I have done for you, or I can do for you, and this is my money in bank, and this is my and everything you should know. After all, you will handing over your country or your state to him for 5 years. It's not one day period. and you cannot trust him until you know him. It's not only trust, you have to take promissory note. I will do this for you. You, after all, you are going to elect your representative, not your master. You are going to elect your representative who will serve you for 5 years. So when you even you when employ some housemaid or employ some guard, do you keep blindly at your home? Don't you ask anything? Don't you see his background? You need a police verification for that. Here, here nothing is needed. Just vote for him. That's it. Don't know him, no need. No problem if you don't know him. No problem at all if he doesn't come to me. No problem at all if you cannot ask, you cannot raise some question. Just elect him. Nationalist. Why? What nationalism in this? Tell me. If I elect someone, what is national interest in this? If I do not vote for him, what has gone against nation? Question is, if I'm going to buy vegetable in market, I ask for is good or not, its price worth or not, then I buy that. But I can buy my representative at level of MP without knowing him because one stupid person is saying, I am head of this party and I want to be PM and you vote for why you want to be PM but I don't want to be PM. I don't care for Prime Minister. I care for my representative. I care for my Lok Sabha, not for you. Prime Minister has nothing to do with Lok Sabha. Prime Minister has to report to Lok Sabha. So Prime Minister is junior, Lok Sabha is superior. We have to understand this. This is very important. Chief Minister has got no value if MLAs are not there. So MLA should be elected, and that MLA should be for me. I should not be for that MLA. Oh, I have to meet MLA. I'll go to this worker. Oh, please, I want to see. Why should I worry about that? Hell with that. Come to me and talk to me. Tell me what you have done. I am not your servant. You are getting paid from my taxes. I am paying you. You have to return this payment. And this return is serve me. And if you cannot serve me, I don't want your leadership. I don't your big office. Hell with your being MLA or MP if you are not for me. For me means citizen. I'm not saying particular to me. If you cannot think of citizen, if you avoid citizen, what is your purpose then? Then you are nothing. You may be leader, you may be anything. I don't care for that. Constitution says citizen is powerful, not these representatives. You are only representative. So work as a representative. It's a contract. Of course, it's not written contract, it's the implied contracts. I voted to you for this work and you received my vote, you accepted this for this work. This is in principle, a type of that contract. But both sides are defined. I forget after voting what he has to do. I don't know who is him. If some ask him, I don't know who's my MP, who's my MLA. So what is this then? Are we living for such type of, you can say, democracy? Is this democracy? Because this type of thought we have generated, everybody has self-interest. These people cannot fulfill any promise, believe me, because these people are hollow. These people are hollow vessels. All these politicians are hollow vessels, and public is super hollow because public cannot stop them coming to power. We even go on voting and voting every time. Every 4 years, 5 years, they come. Okay, we'll vote to this. Them. These There's EVM issue. People know this is a cheating issue. They cheated through EVMs. But everybody, okay, again there is election, there's EVM, okay, we go vote. After that, they'll say this is cheating, that is cheating. Either decide this way or decide that way. Either condemn EVM or accept EVM. Don't speak otherwise. It is machine, it is electronic device. There is manipulation in it. Every device is manipulated. So that is a fact. I don't care for election commissioner. I don't care for someone else. And I don't go for vote. The court is. This is a fact. This is an electronic device and it can be handled. So why not to decide then? Decide permanently. Why should I go for vote if I don't believe that? I don't trust that. But public cannot decide. Public, we have so much public that we cannot think, unfortunately. We cannot think. Even if you think we don't value. Okay, this boy, this person is voting in my area, so I also vote. This man is voting to BJP, okay, I also vote. Is voting an answer? My question is that, is voting an answer? Okay, we tried once, far. After that, no result. Why should I go again? And the same person with nothing. We have to understand this. After, why even after voting for 10 times or 15 times, we have not learned. We cannot learn from books. We cannot learn from lectures. We cannot learn from parliament stupidity. We have to learn ourselves. We have not learned since 1950 what is meaning of vote. We are just going to vote for sake of voting and that's it. Somebody wins, we start celebrating. Somebody defeats, we start celebrating other one. Why we are celebrating? What celebration in this? He has to work. He has not worked. We are celebrating. Yes, if somebody works, we have to celebrate. That this man succeeded. This man delivered promises. So we are what we are actually. I don't understand what sort of people we are in this country. Are we born fools? Just somebody is elected, we are celebrating that one. We are not understanding responsibility. We are not checking what that person is doing. For 5 years, I have not seen someone, and again I am going to vote for him. That person knows this. People are fools. Every politician knows that we are full society, and they can know, they can, we can say, they can make use of us, and they are making use of us. There is a profession, politician. It's a profession now. It's a not legal profession, but actually it is a profession more than all other professions. They have to spend some money. They have to win election by hook or crook, and they have to earn for 5 years and enjoy their life, make their livings. And you just go and vote them. This is your job. Somebody says this is your duty. I fight on internet sometimes. Somebody said, high profile person, this is your duty and go. I just, why should I vote if I don't know candidates? You go, you find yourself and candidate so busy, so occupied person, he cannot come to you. Hell with such candidate, I say, he cannot come to me. Don't go, I don't need such candidate. Why don't you come to me? If you cannot come to me now, if you cannot talk to me now, how do you expect you will work for me for 5 years? Don't cheat me. I can't be cheated by such people. It's not difficult to go to all. You walk, you take some family to go to every home. What's the problem with that? Work hard. Take 15, 20 days time and go to everybody and tell this is I am. I don't need you to do television. I don't want to just come to me. Just give your family this is what I am with signed copy and maybe so that tomorrow I can, if it's wrong, I can file a case against you. Do that. I don't want to see your speech. I don't want to see your rally. I don't want to see what you're doing. Don't spend money on that. Just simple pamphlet, A4 size pamphlet, smaller pamphlet, both size printed. Give me that one. How much it costs? You are going to spend crores and crores on fakeism. We will do this. We will do this. You are spending money in the rallies, bringing chairs and all that. We don't need that. Just give me one paper. This is what I am. And few lines, this I can do for this area. That's good. This is my national criteria, this is my international criteria, and I know constitution. What are my duties? If I am happy that you can do, you are having adequate knowledge, of course I shall vote for you. You may be belonging to any party, at least bother about that. I will vote for independent even. What's wrong with that? It's candidate that has to be elected, not party. Nowhere is written in constitution of this country that you elect political party. It's people's representative act. That's something else. Constitution is free. There is no definition of any political party in our constitution. There is no definition of how you have to elect chief minister. There is no definition that you elect prime minister. You have to constitute Lok Sabha and you have to constitute assembly. That's written. Constitute assembly. And this means you have to elect a representative, elected, finish, whatever you elect, fine. But no, I have to see Modi PM or I have to see this man PM. I am not authorized for that. Why I worry about that? I have to ask candidate, what's your national criteria? Tell me. What's your future? Tell me. What you think about this country? Tell me. Do you know your duty? Tell me. Duty is not actually prescribed anywhere, but lists are there. That lists you are talk. You have to legislate like this. We are electing legislators. We are not electing government. We have to understand that. Voter has got one right to elect legislator and cannot elect government. Legislator would elect government. That is our constitutional mandate. But no, we don't accept that. We bypass and we elect someone who we cannot elect. This is these politicians know very well. They know everything about this. We can make people fool. And this was started by Indira Gandhi's time. And she said, Indra is India and India is Indra. Means you have to elect Indra, don't elect MP. This is what she started with. And this man has multiplied that. Modi is India and India is Modi. I don't want that type of politics in this country. Why Modi is India and why Indra was India? I don't consider that way. I cannot elect PM. I know. But people don't know. मैंने मोदी को वोट दिया. You cannot vote Modi. You will only vote Modi's donkey candidate. Same thing did Indra. You don't know that candidate, that person is donkey, and you just vote to a donkey. If she places, if she floats donkeys, you will vote them. And it happened. So what's the meaning of your vote? No meaning at all. Then don't vote. Then change constitution better. That we shall elect prime minister. Write in that in place of MP. Just like constitution of prime minister, not constitution of Lok Sabha. Better. Constitution of assembly, not constitution of MLA. Why to keep in dark? I am, as voter violate right of my MLA, right, violate right of my MP because I directly elect falsely prime minister or chief minister respectively. I elect them, though I cannot elect them, but I elect them in practice. So what value of MP is and what value of MLA is when these both are having different departments. That person is a legislature, you are electing it. Virtually you vote for, and that person is not a legislature, that person is a government part. Both are having opposite directions. You are electing someone who is not your representative, who cannot represent you, and to whom you are voting, you are representing, he is representing you, but virtually he is not your representative. Because that person doesn't care for you, that person cares for a person who voted him. So this is a conflicting politics, conflicting democracy. Until we understand this, we cannot take care of this nation. These people shall loot us democratically, not money wise. Democratically, they shall loot us, and then they shall keep looting this nation financially. They are looting it now. You cannot fight with them. You did not vote Papa virtually voted him, and he is doing his way whatever he wants to do. He is not even asking parliament, he is not asking public, he is not asking anyone. Whatever this person wants is doing. And we are not able to stop that person. Knowing that is wrong, we cannot do anything. But this is what you call it. Are we helpless or helpless here? Tell me. Are we happy that he's doing fine? He's selling this country's institutions, he's selling this country's companies, he's selling everything. Or we are helpless or helpless, but we are. Do you accept whatever doing is right? Sell railways, sell companies, sell everything. Sell your father and mother. Sell your wife and children. Can you? If you can sell them, you sell your country. Shame on the people of this country and shame on the government. It can do nothing but demolish everything. You did nothing in your life. You have no potential to do something. You can work hard. You only good clothes and walk in here and then waste public money and then say, I am making India. New India? This type of New India, this tucked India. I said, New India? I don't want this type of New India. I want strong India. I don't want New India. India is there, Bharat is there. Who says New India? I don't want New India. I want to strengthen this country, existing one. Strengthen this. You have capacity to sell these companies. Why not renew these companies? Why not relive these companies? Why not make them better than before? That is called engineering. Change it, not to sell it. If you're selling them, what is you're bringing in? Are you bringing some replacement for them? I am selling these. But replacement, where is replacement? Today, tomorrow you can sell me, you can sell everybody. I don't need such type of leaders. There is no leader who understand assets of this country, who can say, I constructed this for you, I produced this for you. Universities you are dismantling, institutions you are dismantling, judiciary you are dismantling, everything you are dismantling. Where is democracy then? How many people shall accept this? Construction is always more difficult than destruction. You can demolish a structure in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days or 4 days, but you have to take years to construct that. If somebody is sick, do you kill that person or remove that person throughout? This is what you are doing. If some institution is sick, improve it or throw it. I don't understand formula. What formula is government using? What is intention in their mind? Is this country on sale? Really? Of course, he said, I will not sell this country, but he did not say that I will not sell companies. So I understand now. Country won't be sold, but companies can be sold, institutions can be sold. So they're right in that way. We did not analyze that properly. He did not realize. He said, we will bring good days. Yes, they will bring good days, but we didn't say for whom. That's right. They will bring good days for themselves, for riches, not for public. That's also right. I am not against BJP. I'm not against Congress. I'm not against anybody. I am talking for my country, and my contention is, my claim is that never think for these politicians. I do not think for them because I think for country. Our freedom fighters did not think for British. They think for Bharat. They think for future of Bharat, for people of Bharat, for children of Bharat. They did not think for themselves. No leader thought for themselves, no one. They did not even know what would happen in the future. They were ready to sacrifice everything. We may blame now anyone, you can blame, there's no problem. See, those people who always were good, they are of course criticized and no problem. You can blame Gandhi, you can blame Nehru, you can blame anyone. I don't agree, this is your choice. But question is, can you do that? How much can you do what they did? Those people who are blaming them, whoever they are, do they have anything what they've done in interest of this country? You are utilizing this country for your benefits, and then you're blaming those people who brought this country to this level. Okay, they are all bad. What is your contribution to that? Okay, your contribution was nil during freedom fighting, fine, you did nothing. But what is your contribution after that? Since 1947, what you have done for this nation? You have used this nation. You got free education, you got free university education, you got everything cheap rates. You use this country for your development, and then you are blaming that. I don't understand. Do something and then claim. If you are not able to do something, do not blame others. What they did that time is depended on what circumstances existed, and what circumstances existing now. You cannot compare to those days, and these days are completely different. No comparison. It's fast life now, very fast life, fast communication, fast work, everything fast, everything's happening. In those days, it would take months for letters to reach from one place to other place. What was there? Nothing was there except control of British. No schools, no universities, nothing. Very few. No chances of education, no chances of good health. And you are comparing that time to this time? Just think, if you were there, what you would have done? What you would have done? Tell me. You can immediately go in 2 days and reach America now. You can just write a mail and it immediately reaches there. How can you compare two stages? You cannot compare. So don't blame them. They did right or they did wrong. They are responsible. They were responsible. And they have delivered to you. If they did wrong, you set it right. Simple. And if they did right, you recognize that. But don't blame that. First, check your own value, what you have done. If you have done good for this country, fine, enjoy. It's your country. Don't say that only I did. Like you, there are crores of people. Everybody does something. So don't take credit for that. Only thing is, you have no power to do negativism for public. You cannot control banks. You cannot control institutions. You cannot control police. You cannot control crime. After all, what you for you are there? If somebody talks of law and order,